Yes. Good morning. Habari ya asubuhi. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Ezra, as normal, na niko hapa for the morning buzz. That's a show that comes to you in the morning from 8 to 10. But now we a little bit late, but nevertheless, we're here. So, my guys on Facebook, my guys, ni watu ni kama mmeningoja sana. I can see guys joining on Facebook. I can see others joining on YouTube. You guys are so amazing. So today is on, let me go there. It's on a Thursday, yes. Today is on a Thursday. The date is 20. Mwaka ni 2023 na the month is April. So najua shughuli ni mingi hapa na pale sahi. Students wanafunga shule. I know you guys are doing a lot of stuff in preparing for these holidays. You see, students sasa wakikuja home, there are some things we need to change. So we used to talk about many things ambazo kidogo ni za watu wazee, but now because students are home, I want us to talk about a general topic. A general topic in this sense, as you can see the title. The title says, can my partner affect my destiny? Hey, you guys, that's a very hot topic. Because kila mtu ako na destiny yake. Destiny inamaanisha, after all your plans, after all your things are done, there's a place you'd want to be. There's a place you destined to be, maybe. After all is said and done, kuna mahali wewe mwenyewe unataka kukua umefika. So even as you running up and down to accomplish your stuffs hapa na pale, there are a lot of things ambazo hatuwezi kuepuka in this life. So lazima tu zikuwe part of us. Maybe you can say you want to start a business. And so after starting the business, there's a place you'd want the business to be after maybe 2 years. But within these 2 years, what are the possible factors that can be affecting you, that can be affecting maybe your business, that can be affecting your relationship, that can be affecting your dating or your marriage? Now you see. So for today, I want us to talk about the people we move along with in line with the dating processes, because sasa this destiny can be looked at na dimension mingi, but for now I want us to have a look at your partner. In your partner, I don't mean at any business partner. No, I don't mean that. When I'm saying about a partner, is maybe your wife or your husband or the person you're dating. There is an intimate relationship. You guys are looking up to something. So let me say this. Even as guys are working day in, day out, guys are getting married, guys wengine wana divorce, but I was very shocked that 40% of the marriages sahi zile zinafanyika end up in divorce. And the divorce comes at a point where most of the things zimeharibika. Maybe watoto wako traumatized, you see, maybe watu wamepigana, so they end up saying badala tuendelee kupigana, let's separate. But you see, there are things ambazo kama ungegundua mapema, you guy my guy, ungekuwa mbali, you could be very far. And so I'd want us to jump into this discussion because we're limited in time and we want to cover some of the few topics here. So when I'm talking about a partner, let's say you're married. How can your partner affect your destiny? or your plans in life. Honestly, if you're having plans you want to accomplish in this life, and you find that your partner is pulling in that direction and you're pulling in this other direction, I want to think that after some time you will realize the discord, and the discord is what brings challenges to the plans you're having. So even as you're having the right mind currently, it's wise to know that whatever you guys are doing, now let me address the married guys. Whatever you guys are doing should be in line with each other. Isikuwe kuna mwingine ana make decisions to the other side na kuna mwingine anaenda his side. You see? So before you start doing all those things, there's something called a low value partner. So you can be in a process where you want to make it, maybe, or you've already made it and you find yourself in a fix. So all this can be zinaweza changiwa na kitu moja. The first thing being, if you have a low value partner. And so today we want to have a look at the description of a low value partner and how you can move along with it. So I'd want us to ask ourselves one simple question. Do we have low value men in the society? Do we have low value women in the society? Do we have low value boys and girls in the society? And if they're there, how can we navigate their presence? Because we cannot avoid their presence in life. All we have to do is to find a way of involving them even as we move along in this life. And so I'd want us to ask ourselves some two questions. The first question goes to the married people. Have you ever had an idea of divorcing your partner? Umewahi fikiria ku divorce maybe your person because of challenges hapa na pale? And so if you ever had an idea in mind about divorcing your partner, this is the right chance for you. Come, let's have a talk. Also, I'm talking to the unmarried guys, those guys who are in dating processes. Is there a point you ever thought about leaving your partner? Huyu una date sasa, umeona maybe there's something alifanya mbaya and you want to stop the business ambayo you guys are doing ya engage in the relationships and whatever, and seeing if it can all work for you to get into a family. So with those two questions, I'd want us to prepare ourselves for having a discussion on how to realize your partner is a low value partner and how you can move along with it, or how you can disengage yourself quick fast. So as I said earlier, this podcast is brought to you by the Geoman Company. Geoman Company is an esports company which is here to bring you the best of entertainment. When I say the best, I mean the best. You guys ought not to miss this one. So where can you access Geoman? Geoman can be accessed on that link nime post on my video. You can dial that link on your browser, itakupa direction yenyewe, utaingia hadi kwa the Geoman esports website ambayo you will be given a chance to explore a number of features ambazo will be good in your entertainment platforms. And so ukishaingia pale kuna section sasa, after reading all the trailers and seeing the details, there's a section where you need to download. If you see at all it's something that inakufurahisha and you think you would want to have it, there's a section you could download. You can click on the download and download the app, you register, and more fun is waiting for you at Jiweman, courtesy of Joga Bonito. So even as we're moving on, I'd want us to have a look at the idea of low value men and women in society. And as I've been having a look at all these things, I've realized one thing. There are a lot of men who are stuck with low value women. And there are a lot of women who are stuck with low value men. There are a lot of guys dating partners who are of low value. In as much as we do not want to be honest about ourselves, low value people exist in the society, and they can find their perfect match. I'm not saying that they cannot get people in this life, no. They can find their perfect match, but you yourself can be a low value person, you see. So when we are talking about these things, we're not victimizing anybody, we're not trying to embarrass anybody, we're trying to have a solution on how the low value people can engage with the high value people. For example, I can be a low value person to this person, but to this other person, I'm a high value person. You see, so in all that, there's a match for everybody. And for you to realize quick fast if that is your match, have a look at these small things I'm about to tell you. So the first sign is this one. If your partner disrespects you, kama na kudisrespect, that's a low value person. And you don't want to be part of that person, one. Because if you take your time being there, pia wewe, you will be dragged down to being with the person. Because atakuwa na kumistreat vibaya, ana kudisrespect, alafu wewe sasa, you will take the tabia, and then maybe mtaachana at some point, but ukifika mahali, you'll be transferring this same tabia to the other partner. And that's what I'm saying. There's no need for that. There's no need for you to clinch in a place where you're regarded as a low value person or you're disrespected. So instead of that, all you can do is to rise up to the occasion, address it with reality as I usually tell you, and move on to the next person. Most people think that it's only one person meant for them, and they end up making wrong decisions based on the fact that maybe this is the one person that was meant for me, and in that poor decisions you make, I want to assure you, you live regretting the rest of your life. So if your partner disrespects you, I want to think that that is a low value partner, and you don't want to be part of them. Disengage quick fast. There's a better person waiting for you. There's no need for us to pretend and say these things ni kuvumiliana, these things is doing what and what, and then you guys end up maybe mnapigana. I had a story of some very stodgy Christians. Nastaki kusema ni wa side gani, but these guys were God fearing, you see. But each and every moment, wakienda kanisa, wakirudi home jioni, these guys do fight. During the week, ni chaos tupu. When it comes to Friday, they good, Saturday, they good, Sunday, they good. Because it's a weekend, and they don't want to mess around. Maybe watu watawangalia waseme, these guys wanapigana. So during weekends, when they are around people, these guys wako sawa. Anasema Saturday, sisi, hapana. Sunday, sisi, atupigana. So they would. But ikianza Monday, when it starts on Monday to Friday, hizo siku, it's bad news. It's bad news. So these guys have been kuvumiliana, and to cut the long story short, after staying for 5 years in that toxic relationship, the 6th year, imagine wamezaa hadi watoto. Imagine the trauma wanapitisha watoto. And then the husband decides to cut the hands of the woman One simple reason, the woman said, don't ever disrespect your partner. You can do it and you may end up being toxic or making your partner to be toxic. So if you sense like this place I'm going to disrespect my person, move away quick fast. Move away bwana, msipeane time ikuje kufikia mnaanza kupigana. No. Get out of that toxic relationship quick fast. Minus slow. The second thing, if this partner disrespects your clan. What do I mean by disrespecting your clan? The people you associated with. Your clan doesn't mean watu wa home kwenu peke yake. No. Even the people you regard as your friends. If you find your partner telling you that ama beshte zako kuna vile siwapendi, first thing, evaluate. Si wewe umekuwa ukiwapenda? That's better. So mbona yeye anasema ni anawachukia? So you must first evaluate and see mbona anawachukia. Because mostly partners come into your life to be part of you, not to start dictating you on what to do. So even if you as a man, you as a woman, before you allow a second person into your life, make sure you guide your principles and don't bend, because if you bend and then later you come to realize, I want to think that sasa ukishafanya vile you be compromising, and at the end utakuwa sasa wewe ni pretender, you're not living in the real life. So kama na disrespect your clan or your friends or your whatever with no reason, there is no debate. There's nothing we can do about it. Maybe if you humiliate and be there, maybe sasa you'll end up also hating your clan. There's no need to be at I love my clan and your partner hates the clan. No, that doesn't matter in any point. So if you find your partner is lazy and unmotivated, yani lazy in this point, sure, design your work, not in work. No, I'm saying lazy in this point of, I'm starting with the unmarried. Lazy, you telling your partner, Leo, we'd want to go out and maybe have a nice time. We'd want to meet and maybe catch up on a few things and we'll be good. And then your partner tells you, I'm planning to stay at home, so I really don't know if I'll make it. See? So sijui utanielewa tu, but sasa leo sitamake, niko to home. So that excuse only qualifies that person as a lazy person. Because in dates, now this for the unmarried, in dates and in this out mnapelekana is where you guys get to learn each other. Not through the phone. Phone is nonsense. You guys, physical stuff is the real. Because there are things ambazo mtu anaweza ficha kwa simu when you're talking, but physically spend a cool 5 hours with this person. Maybe on a Sunday, patana from 2 to 6. Make sure you make enough time for this person. Ndo usiharakishe things, mkikuja kufika mbele you find kumbe there's this thing sikuwa nimesoma, and you'll be regretting one. So start ufike pale. For the unmarried, take time, have a look at your person. Na kama ako lazy, run away quick fast, man, slow, because these are a liability you'll be bringing into your life and you will be paying for that thing. That lazy person has a perfect match. Kuna mtu tu anaweza taka, mimi napenda a lazy person, anaweza pata. So if you don't want that type of person, don't settle for less, settle for more. So I'm moving to the next point, ambayo ni being uncooperative. Now this applies to the married guys. Uncooperative in which way? You're trying to make plans, and as a human being, I told you, if you have no plan whatsoever, you are getting lost. So if you're having your plans and you're trying to set things up as a normal person, and then you find your partner is not cooperating with those plans, is not supportive in those plans, my friend, it's time to reconsider. It's time to lay down the guidelines and say, this and this is what I want. So why are you not being part of this and we marriage partners? You see, address that issue in a good way. Because if you assume and move on, like amechukua side yake na mimi side yangu, you guys after some time are going to end up in a discord. And a discord will either lead to a divorce. And if they were in the worst case scenario, you guys are going to fight, and that should not happen. So immediately you realize your partner is not cooperative. Sit down and evaluate the things you're doing. If you find the things that make sense, approach your partner. Then have a chit-a-chit, bwana. Ongea, say why are we not doing these things? What's the reason as to why we're not getting along with this and this? Maybe she has a better reason. Maybe he has a better reason. So engage your partner in your plans and agree on everything as you move along. But if you find that she's uncooperating, are you cooperative in any way? Hata ana simple reason ya kushinda cooperate. Run away, quick, fast, minus, slow. And so I don't want to talk more because I have a lot of things which are coming up. As I told you, this platform has been made possible to you by the GeoMan Esports company. You guys don't want to miss that. You can have a look at my background. The background is a little bit GeoMan Delphine is going to do something on the background, and it's going to be more fantastic and more clear. And you guys will get to understand that GeoMan is the best platform for you and for your family and for having fun. So even as we're having this discussion, I'd want us to have a look at something small ya mwisho ambayo it's about people who are making assumptions. So you guys, if you meet a person for the first time, and then this person tells you, I don't date Kevos. So your name is Kevin. I'm sorry to use Kevin, but Kevos, you guys, ni bad news. So Kevos, you find a lady, and then and then when she reaches a design ya kukuuliza jina, mwambie you Kevin, and then you see this lady being somehow going down, or you tell your friend ambayo is a man and your lady, and you tell them my name is maybe nitumie jina gani ile ya wasichana ambayo ni mbadala kidogo. Okay, a name ambayo inajulikana ni mbaya. Unajua you ladies get into your feelings. I can use your name here and you come chasing after me. Why are you abusing me? So I'll not use ladies names. But Kevo wewe unajulikana. So if you find your partner, okay, you are short term partner, ama umempata ndo mmeongea kidogo, and then she says, I cannot date Kevos. I cannot date guys living in maybe Ongata Rongai. You see, I cannot date guys maybe living in Nairobi. I cannot date guys maybe when you're university students. You see, so if you find somebody saying that, run away quick, fast, minus, slow, because that person is a low value person and is going to waste your time. I don't know what for whatever reason why you should correlate these two people. Maybe you had a Kevo in your life na alikuvunja moyo akamaliza na akavunja tena na sasa una moyo because ulikuwa sasa labda Kevo akuvalue ama you yourself ulikuwa low value. So after huyo kukufanyia hivyo, you come again saying, because sasa ule ati represent, these others will be like that. No, give each and every person a chance yake, and in that chance evaluate that person. Don't do what we call stereotyping. From your past experiences with your partners or your partner, your ex, if your experience imekuwa ni men ni watu ambao wana traumatize, watu ambao wakuvalue, you see, don't transfer that thing to other guys, because there are good guys out here. Or if ladies walikufanyia ile kitu, don't generalize everything useme now these ladies wako vile. No, avoid the assumptions, avoid the stereotyping, and face it with you and yourself, because you might end up, I'm saying you might end up, unaweza kumalizia in a place where you're saying no to the rightful person for you. So I'm here insisting that the partner of marriage you choose, maybe your wife or your husband, your spouse, in a larger percentage is likely to affect your final destiny. For those guys who know these things, can correlate. Mnaweza relate between your planning and the type of partner you have. So there were some guys who said behind a successful man is a wise woman. So I'd want to agree with that, in as much as it also gives room, because we also have successful ladies. So is it a must, the ladies behind those ladies? No. It's all about your partner. If your partner is supportive, if your partner is somebody who is willing to give his or her best in your plans, then I want to think that's the rightful person for you. So up to there, make sure you avoid the low value people who may want to disrespect you, who may want to disrespect your clan, who are very lazy and unsupportive to you. And in all that, I'd want you to experiment this thing in 3 months' time. Write a date. Leon date 20. Write a date. All those people disrespecting you, and you thinking that now it was said you only have one person, or your partner is only one. I don't want you to dispose of that person. Dispose that person today. And after 3 months or after 6 months, in as much as it may not sound good, but in the long term, it's for your own benefit, because you and your plans can be affected in a big way with what you choose to engage in, mostly in relationships. Up to there, I'd want to thank my guys on Facebook, thank my guys on YouTube, thank my guys on Twitter, thank my guys on TikTok. You guys have been awesome. The guys on TikTok, be migrating sasa mkuje hapa YouTube, because YouTube ndo unaweza kuniona vizuri one on one. For those guys still sending their comments on the comment section, I'd want to recognize a few, because I can see there is a Delphine here, and Delphine has been a very good follower. Delphine is here from Ongata Rongai. We're having Sydney from Mombasa. We're having Jeff from Mombasa Pia. You guys are just, those are but a few ambao have managed to send their comments. And so if you still want to engage us and know more about what we're doing, I've put something there, www.jueman.com. You can chat with me on that number, nimepeana pale, and you can be giving me topics ambazo you think like we can discuss, and I'll be willing to have you guys engage in the whole discussion. Remember, this platform is meant for entertainment purposes. And so, even as we entertain ourselves with the German company, we cannot ignore the fact that we also have plans in our lives. So, even as we are undertaking our plans, guys, remember to enjoy yourself. Remember to treat yourself well. And remember to prioritize yourself. Up to that point, I want to thank you so much for being in this live broadcast. And my name is Ezra. See you in the next episode.